Hi, everyone, and welcome to your monthly Mermaid Energy, Mermaid Guide, Pick a Card reading. I am using themed Mermaid Tarot and Oracle cards here, and that is really pulling in the energy from the mermaids and friends, I like to say. They work along with God, Source, Universe, whomever it is that you go to for your higher power and guidance. They work right alongside the other spirit guides and your ancestors. So let's get right into this. We have three piles today for this Mermaid Guide energy reading. Okay, we have pile 1, which is this card, or this crystal, which is ruby and fuchsite. Okay, I'm going to actually hold it up so you can see it maybe a little bit better. The ruby and fuchsite. Okay, so pretty. We have pile 2 with this card, or this blue apatite, which is also a very pretty crystal, okay? And pile 3 is this card with Atlantisite, also a very pretty crystal. Okay, so we have the 3 piles. You choose whatever number, whatever card, or whatever crystal calls to you, and that should be the pile you go to. If you feel drawn to more than one, you can certainly watch more than one, or you can watch all 3. There may be a nugget in each pile for you. What we're talking about today is expect the unexpected. All right, I'll see you in your reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this card, or this ruby and fuchsite crystal. This is going to be your Mermaid Guide energy reading. Like I said in the intro, I bring in the Mermaid Oracle and Tarot, which we'll be pulling live at the end for confirmation and clarification or additional guidance. But what I like to do is use these theme decks, one, because I just love doing that, but also it pulls in the energy of the mermaids and friends, as I like to say, in this in these readings, right? I do it with many different decks. So let's talk about expect the unexpected, pile 1. What situation, what's going on in your life right now that if I were to ask you today, hey, how's that going? You would be like, I'm not seeing any forward movement, or whatever it may be, okay? So let's take a look at what you can expect that you certainly probably, in most cases, wouldn't normally be that positive about, okay? Oh, I love this. Dancing in the Rainbow, the dolphin. Okay, so I'm going to read what's on the card because I think that's important. The number 7 could be important to you. Dolphins could be important to you. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. So what I want to say here with this card, and 1 rainbows could be important, but first off, I want to say breaking free from whatever's holding you back. We always have messages like this because they want you, spirit, I'm just going to refer to everyone as spirit, so wants you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, okay? They want you to break free from what's holding you back. They want you to be out in the world, participating, learning, being active, being helpful, kind, compassionate, all of those things. But I feel right now that there is something that is holding you back. That's why you're getting this card. And I'm going to say, in the near future, you certainly were not expected that you would ever be breaking free from it, at least not sooner than later. So I feel that's something you can expect to happen somewhat close. I always like to say within 3 months because, you know what, I don't read out too far, but then again, you know, the universe's timing and our timing are different. So, but I'm going to say, I like to think of these as like kind of within a 3-month period, it will start to happen for you. Maybe something's happened in your life, and I want to say, and I don't say this all the time unless it literally, they put it through to me. Maybe you've experienced the loss of a loved one. and you really couldn't see and can't see right in this moment how you could ever be happy again, how you could ever express joy again, how you could ever go after your dreams and what it is that you desire. But I feel if you call on your spirit guides, all of them, the mermaids, whoever else, your angels, your ancestors, right? They will help you to be able to smile again. And I think right now that's something that you were not expecting to happen in your life. I also want to say, for some of you, I feel like there's success here, and that's because in the back of this card, I see a mountain with the top, and the top is in the rainbow. I feel like there's going to be success. I feel that somehow, somewhere in your life, you take it as it resonates with you, you are going to reach the peak. Okay? But I'm going to leave that. I'm going to see what the rest of the cards are coming out. Let's see. They may all tie together. They may not. Okay? I never know until we get into the reading how it's all going to work out. Gratitude. May you honor all that you receive. And again, you guys, look at the rainbow. It's almost like you're going to be receiving the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Something really good is going to come in and happen for you, whether it's something that you've been praying about, meditating on, putting out into the universe, planting the seeds, whatever it is. I feel with these two cards in the rainbow, yeah, it's like you're going to get your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I also want to say with this card here too, there's kind of a separate message. I don't know if all of you have heard, some of you may have, some haven't, but when you're trying to manifest something, you've planted the seeds, you've put it out there, you're trying to manifest, if you thank Spirit for it before you receive it, it's like you already have it. Okay? And I feel like this is maybe showing gratitude before the unexpected even shows up. Now, that was kind of, speaking out of both sides of my mouth there, because technically it's unexpected. So you, up until this point, haven't seen or can't even imagine a turnaround in some situation, okay, that maybe is holding you back. You kind of feel like it's going to be going on for a long time, but that's not the message coming out here. Or like I said, being able to be happy again, going after what it is that you truly desire. But for some of you, the message is if you've planted seeds and it doesn't feel like maybe it's been quite a while, and again, it will come to you when it's meant to come to you. But maybe start showing the gratitude now. I'm just throwing that out there for somebody. Somebody needs to hear that. Expect the unexpected. We have sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. I feel like there's a lot here because the first thing when I see privacy, sanctuary, I think if you are a mother, and you've been praying, please, to whomever it is you pray to, but I'll say, please, God, give me a break. I need a break. Bring something, bring a miracle in that's going to give me some alone time. I need to have some time to myself here. I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like you're not expecting it, and it's going to happen. Maybe for some of you, you've been asking or you've been trying to set boundaries in your life, and someone just hasn't been abiding by them or sticking to them or even honoring them in any way. I feel like maybe that's going to turn around for you. And the boundaries you're setting, someone's finally going to clue in to the boundary that you've set and respect it and honor it. But the personal space and the sanctuary and the privacy, I feel, you don't have to have children. This could, you could be retired, and maybe, you and your significant other have just retired, and you're like, we can't spend this much time together in the run of a day. We need to have our own space, okay? Maybe that's going to start happening for you. Something's going to come in, all right? And taboos. I don't know, maybe there's something that is of interest to you that may be a little taboo and you're like, well, that'll never happen. You know, it just won't happen in my life. Well, you know what? This is an expect the unexpected. So if that resonates for you, maybe you'll see it come in. Next, we have Sedna, the sea goddess. Through virtue, you find your place in the world. I like that. And maybe up until this point, okay, I'm going to push these up a little bit. I like where this is kind of going. Maybe you've been a very virtuous person. You know what? You've been saying to yourself, look, I do everything right. I treat everyone right. I follow the golden rule. I say the right things. I act the right way. And yet I never seem to win. Why am I not winning when I'm doing everything right? Well, I think this might be the turnaround for you, pile one, if this resonates. Look, it's like she's on the chariot here and the dolphins are pulling her, right? She is rising up out of the water. This may be your time. So expect the unexpected for something there to turn around, because I feel with this card, that's the confirmation. You're going to find your place in the world. I feel you've been working hard and you've really been trying and you just haven't maybe seen the payoff, or maybe you haven't been receiving any gratitude for your actions or the way it is you are out in the world, or at least that's the way you feel. What I want to say is, remember I said you're going to hit the top of the mountain? And here it says you're going to find your place in the world. It could have something to do with that. Or there's just something you've really been working on and I just want to say, if you've just been so wholesome while doing it, and I feel like it's going to be your time, and I've just been drawn to the star here, right at the top. Like you're going to rise up out of whatever it is. And maybe, like I said, this has been going on for a while. So you just were thinking, this is never going to happen for me. Future. Oh, you guys, I like how this, I feel, is, and she even kind of reminds me of the girl, look, with the long red hair here. I feel like, it says, you will find your place in the world, right? We're talking about finding your happiness, breaking free, getting a little alone time over here, showing gratitude ahead of time, getting your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, hitting the pinnacle, right? I feel like up until this point, you were never sure what your future was. And I think for maybe once in your life, or maybe at least for once in a very long time, you are finally able, look at her holding the bubble, but we could call it a crystal ball. She's finally able to see, and I'm saying she, because that's who this is. It's a mermaid, not a merman, but she's finally able to see a future for herself that maybe she's never been able to see or envision before. Ooh, so that could be something for you. And finally, here we have the mermaid's rock. When two people in their hearts are one, they shatter the strength of stone. Oh, how beautiful. Well, for some of you, pile one, maybe what you're not expecting is a relationship. Now, I'm going to say even a romantic relationship or the birth of a child, okay? Both of those have come in. So when two people in their hearts are one, when you hold that baby for the first time, right? That's you. That little heart's been beating inside of you. You are one, okay? So that's what I'm picturing. That's what I'm seeing right now. So that could be it for some of you. Maybe you're going to have a child. For others, I feel like it is a relationship. And I feel that together you're going to, more or less conquer the world. Maybe together you guys are going to find the pot of gold. You're going to climb to the top of the mountain. You can see the future for yourselves together. Okay? Very interesting. I like this. That's a 3-2. I feel like communication will be very important there in that relationship for whatever reason. Okay? But yeah, I just feel like it will be like power couple, right? Because you will shatter the strength of stone. I love that. Okay, and maybe some of you are in a relationship. Maybe this will be taking it to the next level. For some of you, you haven't met anyone yet. It's going to be you getting out there dating and meeting someone, right? Maybe it's a friend that you've had and finally you realize, oh my God, I think I really like this person. You know, it can be any of those things. So I hope that that is kind of giving you a bit of an idea of what you can expect over the next little while, okay? And let's get some tarot here for clarification, confirmation of anything on the table, further guidance. And then we'll do one last oracle card. Okay, this card come out. Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, I mean, pages are young, right? They're very curious. I like that I put it, well, it came out first, but still I put it here. Sometimes I put them in different places and I don't even kind of think about it. I just automatically set them somewhere. But here, right, you're breaking free. You're going to finally be able to, what did it say? Find out what it is that you truly desire. I feel like this is kind of going to be you being curious and wanting to know more, learn more, breaking out, breaking free. A lot of new ideas, new ways of communicating. I had said here, this is a 3. There's going to be a lot of communication or needs to be in this relationship. So, or even for sanctuary, remember the respected boundaries. You may need to communicate, okay? But pages are very inquisitive, right? They love coming up with new ideas and new ways of doing things, new ways of communicating. They're just curious, curious, curious. Okay, out came the Page of Wands. Wow, you guys. Okay, so we have another page coming out, right? Oh, I love all this new, fresh energy. Very inspired, right? So thirst for knowledge, new, curious. Now we're throwing in the inspiration, having new ideas, really being enthusiastic and passionate about new things, kind of being a bit of a free spirit even, wanting to go out and discover and you know, find new lands, whatever it may be here at the Page of Swords. It's like they've got their you know, their torch. In this case, it's I want to say it's almost like an orb or a crystal ball that's lit up that's going to light the way for them. Okay, so I really feel like this is you taking on this new energy, finally seeing the future. I love that. It's finally lighting up and showing you what your future can be. Okay, let's get one last card. I'm going to actually just flip for it here. The Emperor. Wow. The King of all kings, Poseidon here. All right. Depicted in the card. This is you being the ruler of your own destiny. This is you finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, getting to the top of that mountain, being able to set boundaries and have people respect them. You know, it's everything. He's the King of Kings. He embodies everything, emotionally balanced, really smart and intelligent and hardworking and successful and passionate and a leader. Okay, so those may be the energies that you need to take on when these unexpected things pop up for you. Okay, so keep your eye out. Let's get one last oracle card here for you before we go pile 1. I love this. And maybe this is going to be with the pages here a really creative time in your life too. Maybe you've always felt it, but you've never really gone after it before. Ooh, travel. Some of you may be traveling. It says, seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. Ooh, I love that. So that may be just, we can take that message as really learning more about yourself. Maybe when you're able to have a little alone time, just really understanding who it is and the power that you have, but also it's travel. So whether it's short, you know, little short trips, whether it's a long trip. I'm not sure whether it's just weekends, who knows, but expect some travel coming up for you in the near future. Okay, pile one, those are your expect the unexpected messages. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed the cards, if you enjoyed the energy of the reading, if you enjoyed the messages, thumbs up, please hit that like button. If you are my returning viewers, thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. And if you're not, please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I do many different themed decked readings, okay? And if you know someone who may need to hear this message, just to give them some hope, if you know someone who's stuck, I always say I am the conduit that brings this through to you, and you can be the conduit that shares it and passes it along to someone else. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, this card, or this very beautiful, I don't even know, it reflects though if the lights in here is catching it, but this beautiful blue apatite. Really, really pretty stone. Okay, let's get right into your mermaid energy reading for this month, pile 2. I am going to be, like I said, using the mermaid oracles, and I go into the mermaid tarot towards the end in another oracle. It's really pulling in that mermaid guide energy, but again, they work with all of your spirit guides, all of your ancestors, angels, God, source, universe. Okay, so just know that everyone has a hand in this reading today, but it's being led by the mermaids. All right, so we are talking about expect the unexpected. So if you are having a situation in your life right now that you're like, I don't see an end to this, or you know, anything along that line, right? Like, I don't see that changing for a while, whatever it may be. Let's see here. Oh, what a pretty card. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or future. The first thing I just want to say is I'm going to say expect. I mean, I'm okay. If for whatever reason right now you are not in a very happy time in your life, for whatever reason that may be, or you're having a hard time expressing joy or happiness, I feel that soon, just with the, I mean, the color on this card is just popping to me. It's so vibrant, okay? So I feel like that something's going to happen, something's going to pop, something's going to bring the color back in. If you're living in a very gray, dull existence right now, the color's coming back. I just need to say that. Also with this card, be insightful and established. I feel that maybe your life has been a little bit hectic, or a little bit like running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I feel like things are finally going to be calming down for you, where you're going to be able to ground back down, right? I don't know, I'm just saying, get back home, get comfortable again. For some of you, it may even be established. Maybe you haven't felt that way in your life up until this point. For some of you, maybe you're buying your first home. Maybe you are finally moving to a place that feels like yours. I don't know, maybe you lived with roommates before, I'm not sure. Maybe you lived with your parents and you're moving out and you're kind of finally, you know, putting some roots down, or you're moving for a job and you know that this is the place that you're going to be for a while. Okay? That's what I'm going to say about that card. I may come back to it. Journey. May you seek adventure. Well, I feel like something you may not be expecting is travel in your life over the next little while. I said I kind of think of a 3-month period with this. It could go out further because divine timing and our timing are two totally different things. But I think that it can start happening for you in this month, but it could also start happening over the next 3. Okay, so kind of use that as a very loose guideline. It could take longer. It could happen tomorrow, right? I don't know. But you're traveling. You're going to go out on an adventure. If you're not traveling somewhere like on a trip, you could be traveling for work that you weren't expecting. You may be going on an adventure in your own little community that you weren't expecting. It could be short distance travel or long distance travel. It could be any of those things, but definitely be expecting travel here. And like I said, it could be tying back into this, you establishing yourself, right? Maybe you're just coming out of university and you took the summer off and you're like, you know what? I'm starting that new job. I'm moving to this new place because I'm going to find my dream job there, whatever it is, right? But there's definitely travel involved. It could be along with this or separate from. Sisterhood. Friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight. Well, I talked about joy coming back into your life. But with this card, maybe you're finally going to find that group of girls. It doesn't have to be. It's a feminine energy. It could be a group of guys for you too, right? You're finally going to find your soul tribe, your soulmates. You're finally going to find compatible soul. Maybe for some of you, it's a relationship. A romantic relationship, or it could just be a very strong friendship. You know how when you're in high school, you have your group of friends, but then you kind of leave, you move away, you do different things, right? And then they're always still your friends, but then you find that new group of people. It could be couples, right? You could join a group like for hobby or sport or something, and that's going to be your new sisterhood, your new group. But I feel like maybe if you've gone someplace new and you were feeling like it feels like I'm never going to meet anybody here, this is taking off really slow for me, expect it to be coming up for you pretty soon, because this is expect the unexpected. So whatever it is like you felt like wasn't going to happen, maybe you haven't traveled anywhere in a number of years now, especially, being with the COVID there the past few years, maybe you weren't expecting to get out traveling again, and it's finally going to happen. We have the black dolphin. Recognize which waves will carry you to your new horizon. Oh, it just reminded me of, hitch your wagon to the stars. That's what I'm kind of thinking of, right? Recognize which waves will carry you to your new horizon. What wave are you gonna ride, right? You want to ride it going up while it has momentum, right? Like maybe a new opportunity. Look, and here we have a sailboat. I off in the distance in this card. And the star, again, I know there's a star in every one of these, but I really have never been drawn to them until the readings today for whatever reason. Again, we had a card similar to this in pile 1. I feel like your ships are coming in here. And again, your new horizon, where are you going? I feel like there's a move even in here for you, not just a trip, but a move. Setting down new roots. I don't know. Waiting. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I said waiting for your ships to come in. And there she is waiting. And there is a ship or boat or something off in the distance here. I feel like you've been waiting for this for a long time. And I feel like you weren't expecting it to happen anytime soon. I think this is going to take you by surprise. Pile 2. Ooh, exciting. And then we have the siren. In the treasure of a day, light is thrown on what could be tomorrow. This is you finally being able to see literally your tomorrow, your future. Oh, wow. This is tying into pile 1, but in a slightly different, but some of the same themes here, especially with these two in the travel, okay? Like they're putting the message out for you collective, for you pile 2. This is all about your future. This is about you waiting for your ships to come in, I feel, so that you can finally move forward. And it did say here, now, I haven't spoken much about this because I want to come back to it. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. And that's what I'm thinking. You weren't expecting any of this to happen right away. So either maybe you were living in the past and that's why it wasn't happening. You were living too much in the future and that's why it wasn't happening. Their message is get in the here and now, get yourself grounded. Maybe for some of you, get yourself established in the new place, the new job, whatever it is. And then you're going to see all of these things popping up unexpectedly for you. Wow, I love that pile too. Let's get some tarot here for clarification, confirmation, further guidance. But this card, like I said, if you have not been feeling happy or down or like you're living in a gray world, the color's coming back. That card is just, I don't know if it comes across as bright on video. Oh, this one just came out. King of Wands. Yes, I love it. But it's bright to me. Okay, King of Wands. Let's get the rest of the cards out here. The Four of Cups. Okay, I love this. And the Lovers. Remember I said you could even, and I love that that's coming here, but the Lovers is a choice, okay? So, you know, you may have some choices to make here when all of these things pop up unexpectedly. And for some of you, it may not be all of them. It could be one or two of them, or it could be all of them, literally. They kind of tie together too. But one, I'm going to go with the Lovers here first. This could be you finally, you know, connecting with your ships that are coming in here, what was meant for you. This could be you literally finding your partner. It can be you finding your friend groups or your romantic relationship, okay? It can be any of those things here with the Lovers, but I do feel kind of strongly that you are going to be finding that friend group or those people who are going to be really, really important to you. And for some of you, I feel like you are going to find your person. Now here with the Four of Cups, I feel, remember I said you may be in a gray area. Look how gray that card is. But look at these shiny cups here. They're all standing up, but he's drowned in his sorrows there, it looks like, in a few jugs of wine or cider or something. And he can't see that the sun's going to shine again, but he has this mermaid coming out and wanting to hand him another cup to say, you know, look, there will be, and it's full of water, right? These are empty, but they are standing. But what I want to say is I just feel like this is maybe some of you. Look, expect the unexpected. Things are going to turn around for you. I feel like I'm on Big Brother. Wasn't that their thing? Expect the unexpected. I keep saying it. But I feel like if this is you, things are going to be turning around, okay? Don't put too much thought into this. Just let it happen naturally. But have faith, okay? King of Wands. Look, you guys, when I say you've been waiting for your ships to come in, that you're going to be traveling, going on adventure, wasn't that it? Yeah, may you seek adventure. Well, that's King of Wands energy. And whenever the kings and queens, I always feel like it's energy that you'll be taking on. And this merman here, he is so full of inspiration and passion. And look, he has, I think this was in pile one. It's, I don't know what it must be called something, because I'm seeing it twice now in this deck. I called it like an orb or a crystal ball that's lit up, but it's kind of like your torch, right? Like he is ready for adventure. He is ready to go out and conquer the world. He is a little aggressive about it. Look at his face. He's very serious, but he has vision. He can see long-term success. And I feel like as these things or this thing starts to happen for you, that's how you need to start seeing it as well. But don't be afraid to go after your grand visions or after your big picture thinking, ways of thinking. Don't be afraid to go after what you see in that. Okay, let's get one last card for you, pile 2. Love this reading. Yeah, like he is definitely serious. He's making it happen. Or is he like a mer shark? No, he's a merman. Anyway, regardless. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. Did I just say you're going to go, once these things start to happen, you go after them like that. Like you look big picture, you think big picture, you go after your dreams. Some of them are coming in for you, and that's the opportunity for you to move forward in them. Okay, pile 2, if you like this, please, the like button, hit it. If you're returning, thank you. I love that you guys come back and watch my videos. I appreciate it. If you're new, please subscribe. If you know someone that maybe they're in this situation, or you know they're waiting, you know they have dreams, you know they're looking for friend groups, whatever it is, they're not seeing the color in their life. I'm the conduit who brought this message through to you, and then you can be the conduit by sharing it with others. Please do. So thank you, pile 2, for being here again, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, this card, or this beautiful Atlantisite crystal. This is going to be your mermaid energy reading for this month. But again, I've been telling everyone that it could go out to 3 months, right? For some of these, expect the unexpected situations to change in your life. I'm kind of going with whatever it is in your life where you're just like, that's never going to be sorted out, that's never going to happen, that's never going to end. I feel like that's what they're bringing in for you here, as well as just other unexpected things, as I've been seeing in the piles. So, but that was the intention set behind when I was asking and doing the card selection. Now we have Mermaid Tarot and Oracle at the end as well for clarification, confirmation, further guidance. What else do I want to say? I think that's it, pile 3. Let's get right into this. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. That card just screams reconciliation to me of some sort, right? Look at the pod of dolphins here. I think they're a pod, but maybe for some of you, you need to get back together with someone in your family, whether it's parents, sibling, other family members, and you never thought it was going to happen. Maybe they'll be reaching out to you by phone, or maybe you will make the decision to finally reach out to them and you never thought you would, or you never thought they would reach out to you. Either way, I don't think either group of people in this situation thought that this would happen, that there could be a reconciliation of some sort. It could even be with a friend, a best friend, a friend group. It could be in a community group, okay? It's also talking about seeking assistance. Maybe that's why you're going back to them, because you realize that you need help with something and you never thought that you would reach out and ask anyone for help, but you finally are coming to the realization that that's what you need to do, because you know you have people out there that will support you and help you. Maybe just pride or ego isn't allowing you to reach out in that way. So I don't know what's going to change or what's going to happen, but expect that you are either going to be reaching out for any of those reasons, or you may even have someone, I want to say the flip on that, you may have someone coming to you for help. And you wouldn't have expected that in a million years, right? So I feel like here it can go either way. But what I want to say, just based on the picture here on the card, is that it will be harmonious and happy and joyful, okay? It's going to work. Balance. May you find equilibrium in motion. Maybe for some of you, things have not been in balance in your life as of late. Maybe things have been rocky. Maybe things have been really wavy. Maybe it's just been a lot of up and down, up and down. I don't know. It could even tie into this card here with whatever it is that happens here with this reconciliation, okay, in some way is going to bring the balance back in. But again, what I'm saying is I feel like whatever roller coaster, and I almost said emotional roller coaster, so I'm going to go with emotional roller coaster for the majority of you. Others, it can just be a roller coaster of ups and downs that aren't necessarily emotional. Well, isn't everything though emotional? But what I mean is you could be up and down in your finances. You could be up and down in a relationship. You could be up and down in, you know, you're in school and you're learning and that type of thing. I don't know. But the balance is going to come in. It's going to end. Basically, the wavy, the rocky, the up and down, it's going to come to an end. And I feel like for some of you, you did not, you would not have predicted that for yourself, okay? The unseen, too much is hidden from you. Ooh, there's some truth coming out for you. What situation in your life, pile 3, do you feel like stuff's being hidden from you? And you never thought that you would get the answers that you've been looking for. It could even be within yourself too, okay? You have been hiding you've been hiding the answers from yourself, okay? It could be people that have been hiding answers or a family secret or important information that could change your life in some way. Important information that could change your work environment from day to day. Somewhere along the line, you feel like you're being kept in the dark. And I even want to say too, I think some of you might not even be aware that you've been kept in the dark, but guess what? It's coming to light. Whatever is being hidden is coming to light for you, okay? It can be in many different scenarios or situations. I mentioned a few, but, you know, take it as it resonates in your own life. But if, whether you're aware of it or not, you're gonna, and I even want to say, because this card is a little dark and, you know, everything isn't all, you know, rainbows and unicorns and mermaids all the time. It may not be always good news either, okay? Because this is a bit of a dark card. It may be, for some of you, it may not be the best of news, but it is something that you need to hear, okay? Okay, I just needed to say that. So this is kind of prepare yourself for that, okay? But what I want to say is prepare yourself, and things may get rocky, up and down, wavy, out of control roller coaster for a little bit, but the balance will come back in, okay? Then we have the porpoise. Working for something and expecting the opposite will discourage it from happening. Oh, we all need to stop doing that, and it is hard to do, right? You know, you always, part of me, want to go to that negative place. You know, pardon me, whatever it is in your life, you know you're doing a good job of whatever it may be. You know things are going along as they should. You know things are in balance, but for some reason you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, I'm here to tell you that the other shoe isn't going to drop. And I'm saying it because the darn ship is up here again. And I, for whatever reason, I've never, in all the times I swear that I've read these cards, have been so focused on the ships coming in. Yeah, like I just, for this one here, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, and that is the unexpected. I feel that you just were not feeling, or it could be the case for some of you where, you know, possibly, you know, we start off there. I love the way that happens sometimes in a card. You start off there and then they start popping the messages in. It could be that you're expecting this to be an absolute crap show, okay? Like a crapshoot. You're just like, you know what? This is just never gonna turn out the way I'm expecting it to turn out. It just isn't. They're here to say. So that's basically what I said by reading the card, I know. But I just needed to say it that way too. They are telling you, well, you know what? Expect the unexpected on that. So, you know, it's kind of like, I almost feel in whatever situation this might be for you, and it won't be for everyone, right? There could be different messages here for everybody. All of it may resonate. But what I want to say is for whoever this is resonating with, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Then we come into decisions. Oh, I like this. I just feel like they just flicked me to all the cards, right? Everything is a decision. Making a decision that life is better together, whether you need help, assistance, whether you're just reconciling with your family because you miss them, or, you know, it's water under the bridge, whatever it is. These are all decisions. We all make decisions every single day of our life, and it isn't going to stop. Some of them are tough. Like I said, there may be some information that's been hidden from you that isn't going to be that pleasant, but you will make the decision to find balance again, because it may throw you for a bit of a loop. Again, the roller coaster thing, right? It may throw you for a bit of a loop, but you will find your balance again. But you need to make the decision to look for your balance again, right? The decision here, just keep, you know, even though you think it's going to be, I have to say it, a shit show. I mean, really, sometimes I just have to say it as it is. Crap show just didn't come out the same. If that's what it is, you know what? You just need to make the decision to see it through to the end, because I feel like you're going to be surprised, okay? I feel like that's what this card is here for, is to just say everything that's going to happen here is going to be a decision that's going to have to be made. And last card here before we get into the tarot is the water nymph. The first step is wisdom to understanding. Oh, I love this. This is, oh, you guys, okay. So some of you are going to find out things that just, you know, that have been hidden from you. They could be lies, they could be good things. I don't know, whatever it is. Some of it could be a bit darker. But having the wisdom, and when I think of wisdom, I think of sword energy, and I think of clarity and intellect and truthfulness and being able to deal with that. It's a decision. See, I love the way that just tied in. I feel like for some of you, what you can expect here that you didn't think would ever happen is having clarity, okay, in any of these situations or any situation in your life. Maybe you thought, you know what, I'm never going to be able to see this clearly, or I'm never going to be able to figure this out. Bringing your intellect in, bringing the wisdom in. I feel like it could be a spark, it could be a snap, it could be someone says something to you and all of a sudden the light bulb is going to go off and you are going to get a clear understanding of something, okay? So expect that. Let's get into the tarot here, pile 3. For clarification, confirmation. Yeah, and whoever it is that might reach out, it may not be the person that you would ever expect it to be, right? So I think that's all very interesting. Let's take a look here for, let's get 3 cards. The Star. I mean, right there with the Star, it's it's having, I'm just going to say, it's having the hope. I see how it ties into each one of these cards, bringing out the hope, believing that there's something better, that there's something good, believing that something unexpected is going to come in for you. You have to have faith. That's what I feel the Star card is. Have faith, trust that the unexpected is going to happen. Death card. Well, you know, we all love the Death card because it is death and rebirth. Something old is going to leave you. Something old is going to die away, whether it's emotions, thoughts, stubbornness, ways of being. Something is going to die away that's going to allow this unexpected to happen because it's bringing in new. It's rebirth. It's you having a fresh start possibly to something, okay? And I see that in all of these cards. The Devil. Oh, wow. Love this Devil card, though, in the Mermaid deck, because this is you feeling, and I believe it's, see, I told you everything's a decision. You're allowing yourself to feel trapped. You're allowing yourself to feel caged in. And with whatever's going to happen here, something unexpected happening where you are going to gain the clarity of, oh, hey, that's not locked. I don't need to keep myself trapped in here. Whoa, there's, you know, I can have what it is that I want in my life. Why am I allowing myself to stay trapped? Or when you hear this news maybe that you find isn't so positive, allowing that to then cage you or trap you. Okay, where it should come out into a let it die and you move forward from it. Ooh, I like those messages. Okay, let's take one last oracle card here for one last look, pile 3, and see if there's any other divine wisdom coming through here. Guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. And you know what I think that is? Because again, I went right back to the decision. That is knowing that you have the power. You are your own beacon. You have the power within you to shine the light, okay? It may not feel like it in some of these cards, but you do. And I feel for you, something is going to come up, something is going to happen that again is going to be that snap, that trigger, that light bulb that's going to have you realizing that. And prior to watching this reading, you probably, if someone had said, you know, do you ever see happening or this changing, you would be absolutely not. But this is saying, you know what? Find safety. It's like a safe harbor, right? You know, there's always a lighthouse out at the end of the harbor. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to somehow, with something unexpected happening, be guided to that safe harbor. So that's even an individual message, but also ties into everything else here as well. So pile 3, if you enjoyed this reading, the energy of this reading, the card decks, please throw me a thumbs up, hit that like button. For my returning viewers, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. If you're new, please subscribe. If you know someone who may need to hear these messages, then please be the conduit to pass it along to them. I'm the conduit who's brought it through to you. You know, we just keep passing it along and sharing. It's how we grow. So, pile 3, thank you for your time. I will see you in your next reading.